Hi guys, just Sabrina here checking in on this beautiful day. I wanted to make a video about something that I feel like is really important because I haven't spoken much about my family on this platform, and that was mainly out of respect for their privacy and kind of like not airing our dirty laundry out there. But I think because we make videos based on like genuine, authentic, and just being ourselves, it almost doesn't feel genuine to not let people know what's going on. And especially because it does have to do with identity and queerness, I think a lot of people can resonate with. So I had my graduation yesterday. I graduated with my master's. I'm the first sibling in my family to get my master's degree, the first granddaughter. Especially at an Ivy League, it feels like a really big accomplishment. And about 2 years ago, when I got into my grad program, right off the bat, I didn't feel a lot of genuine support from my family. It was a lot of negativity. It was lacking a lot of support and a lot of belief in me and a lot of lack of hearing the words, "I'm proud of you." And coincidentally, 2 years ago is when I started dating my partner. And from the jump, I mean, clearly she's been my cheerleader, my rock. And not only her, but a lot of people who I've now call my chosen family have just always been there for me. And those are the people that have really gotten me through hard times. And these past 2 years, I've been struggling with the lack of belief in me that I've felt from my family, and going back and forth between their lack of support in me as a person and their lack of acceptance and support of me in my identity and my relationship. My parents have not met my fiance. I've done what I can. I think there comes a point where you kind of have done enough and the other party decides not to pull their weight. There's only so much you can do. And I've gotten to a point where it's hurt so much, and I've tried really hard not to focus on the people who aren't supporting me, but at the end of the day, when it is your family, it hurts a lot more, and I think it takes a lot more to overcome those feelings of rejection. So yesterday, I graduated. My parents weren't there. My siblings weren't there. My partner was there. Our oldest child was there. And I came home to my dog and one of my best friends to congratulate me. And in those moments when I was sitting there and it was just my partner and our son that I saw looking up and looking down at me, it really felt like all I needed. And I had had a meltdown before entering the ceremony, and my partner reminded me, like, today is about you. It's about the people who have supported you from the beginning, who have encouraged your growth, who haven't used this against you or used it as a way to belittle you in a different way, which is what was happening. But all of that I turned into anger, and I turned it into, I guess, a sort of confidence. And I remember about a year ago, my mom was on the phone with me, and we were talking about her acceptance and my partner and my relationship. And I was saying, I mean, I graduate in a year. My partner will be there in a year. And she just simply responded and said, if your partner's there, I don't know if I will be able to come. And that was kind of all I needed to hear. So, did I send a formal invitation? No, I don't know that people who have doubted me from the start kind of deserve an invitation, which is hard again because they're family, they're blood. That's not a reason to get away with not believing in your daughter and not supporting in your daughter. This is the first accomplishment that I've done completely without my family or my parents. I haven't asked them for emotional support. Granted, I didn't think they would be able to give it to me, which they haven't, so I have found it elsewhere. And thank fucking God. So if this resonates with you at all, if you felt like you couldn't share certain experiences with people who are supposed to love you, you're not alone. It's really important that we're there for each other. And you can do anything you set your mind to. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't. Find support where you know it will be meaningful and genuine, and it's the love that is unconditional. You deserve that. We all deserve that. Whether it's because of your identity, your faith, who you're dating, what major you have, your job. It sucks. It sucks. But seeing my partner up in the stands, she shouted, "That's my wife," when I crossed the stage. And I honestly, I've never been so sad and happy at the same time. But I did it. Thank you for listening. I support you. You can do hard things. And I hope you find community in our page. And we love you. Thank you. Bye. I'm adding on a bit at the end here just to shout out and acknowledge the family that I do have that have been so supportive and have texted me on the day of my graduation to celebrate and tell me how much they love me and how proud of them they are. My grandparents, my aunts, uncles, cousins, they have really shown up for me, and those are the people who I have learned to lean on. And sometimes it takes a little bit of searching. Sometimes it takes bravery. Sometimes it takes courage to reach out to people not knowing how they're going to respond. But try. You will thank yourself.